Okay, so now it's time to play with the last of the options, at least of the basic ones, which is this TextWarp feature. Now I better go turn off my practice stuff. You can see on my Republic, I went ahead and I kept my R separate. You can do this on one letter, multiple letters, it doesn't matter. I just kind of thought this might look cool. So I'll bring the R options down, and I'll, again, just like all the other ones, I come to the point where I say this is how I want it to look at this point. And I put my keyframe in. Now, text warp is not something that we've played a lot with, but I'll show you how it's kind of a cool feature, especially when you're doing animation. So go ahead and highlight the letter or letters that you want to animate, and the text warp feature is actually up here at the top next to where you choose your colors, this little key with a bend. I'll go ahead and choose that, and I'll click a style, let's say, and again, you just get to play around with these. I'm going to do an inflate. We'll see what that kind of does. And go ahead and move those sliders around and kind of check the thing out and see what it does and how it might help you. And I'll go ahead and say OK there. And now you can see that I've warped that text. I've made the text look different than it was before, so I'll say that's my new style there. And now you can see as it goes between those two that that text is going to change from the non-warped version, which is where I put the first keyframe, to that one. Now you could of course get really crazy in there and do another one in here, turn that on and highlight the text and say text warp here. I want to do a squeeze, and I can squeeze that bad boy down. I'm going to go with a 0, and again Photoshop will make that work. Again, don't do too much here, because you're going to go from inflated to squeezed to normal, and it gets pretty crazy in there if you start trying to do too much. But it's something else you can play with.